Hey everyone, I'm Night Owl, and welcome to my brand new hardcore series. Today we start building a forever world. The goal? Fill this world with village, farms, and interconnected builds that all serve a purpose and tell a story. And we're doing it all on one life. No respawns, no second chances. Today's mission: find a home, gather resources, and build our first base from nothing. So, if you want to follow along from day one and watch this world grow from nothing, leave a like and subscribe. Now, let's go build something incredible. As far as first starts go, that is absolutely stunning. Look at that. And we even spawned on a cherry blossom. All right, well, there is no time to take in the scenery. We have a lot to do. Let's try to get down here without dying. There we go. After breaking our knees from jumping from our spawn tree, we immediately ran into trouble, which I'm sure is definitely not foreshadowing for the series as a whole. Right? Creeper? Nope. Okay. Nope, it's fine. Okay. Crisis averted. I wasted no time applying my Oceanaut-approved meat mittens to the nearest tree and crafting our first wooden pickaxe. You might be turned into a bed, just so you know. And since wooden tools are garbage, I immediately crafted some stone tools. And as you do with every first wooden pickaxe, you throw it in the lava and you never think about it again. Let's go ahead and secure ourselves a bed and food. Hello. Hi, would you like to be a bed? Hello. Sorry, I need food. Hello. Sorry. After terrorizing the local wildlife, the sun began to set. So, with all perfect hardcore run starts, we cowered in a hole for the night. I then took some time to go out and start gathering some very precious coal and smelting some iron for our most important tool yet. And we have our first shield. I feel safer already. With our hardware acquired, I decided to spend the rest of the night cooking some food rather than sleeping to give us a solid start of the next day. And we officially survived our first night. It feels pretty good. And with that, I set out looking for a place to call home. Oh, wow. Look at that. That is base material right there. Look at that. That is beautiful. Look at that. I could see it. Oh, a village. Ooh. All right. Then what's over there? Oh. Let's get a closer look at that. Oh, I think that's it. I think we found our starting location already. Yep, I'm calling it. That is it. You cannot beat that. That is definitely where our starter base is going to be. I can already see the house right there on the hill. We'll need to do a bit of terraforming, but I think that's it. That is definitely it. Before heading to what I hoped would be our new forever home, I just had to see the rest of the valley. Making our way to the nearby village and making tons of friends along the way. Having arrived in the nearby village, I wasted no time stripping anything of value. Firefly bushes, brewing stands, bookcases, nothing was safe for my loot-lusting hands. And then I heard a call. Oh, I hear a cat. Oh, can we get a fish? There he is. Hello? Do you want to be my friend? Please be my friend. Come here. He wants to be my friend. Perfect. Come with me. We need to go to bed. Come on. After making our new best friend, we cuddled up in bed before continuing to commandeer anything that wasn't nailed down. Look at you. You're adorable. With the village thoroughly ransacked, I went ahead and gathered up some clay and sand for our starter house. Then it was time to see where our humble empire would begin. All right, buddy. This is it. Oh, where'd you go? This is it. What do you think? I cannot get over this. This looks so good. What do you think about your new home? Do you like it? Oh. I thought you'd be more enthusiastic. Anyway, yeah, we could definitely put like a nice mine entrance over there. I see some lava. That's good. Oh, actually, we do have a lava source right over there. With our perfect location scouted, it was time to actually make this place livable. I started by placing down a crafting table, making some chests so I could finally empty this disaster of an inventory, and then setting up our smelting station, with a smoker and a blast furnace we borrowed from the village. Hello! You know what? You go ahead and stay right there. That is a perfect spot for you. Are you comfortable? Yeah? Perfect. I just realized I can't open the chest with the cat on it. It will not let me open the chest. Sir, you're gonna have to move. Yeah. Can you move for me? I need you to move. With our modest camp in place, it was time to focus on our next priority. Not starving to death. I started by collecting some sugarcane and planting a small farm. Then gathering some seeds and getting our first wheat field started. Next up was a pasture for some cows. I crafted some fences and built what I thought was sure to be plenty of space. Spoiler alert, it wasn't. The next morning, after adding a few more cows, I realized plenty of space had quickly become cramped cow prison. So after a brief jailbreak and some panicked fence expansion, we upgraded from cow prison to slightly larger cow prison. Good enough for now. Okay, food is sorted, but look at me. I am extremely squishy, very naked, and reasonably afraid. Before we start any serious building or mining, we're gonna need some armor, which means we need iron. So let's head out there and find some. What could possibly go wrong? You know, I think it's just time to go home. Okay, we're fine. We're good. Everything's fine. Why are there so many of you? After the disaster on the surface, I found a cave entrance and headed down. And immediately, iron, right there, at the entrance. Finally some luck. Plus there was some granite and andesite for building later. This cave was already proven to be exactly what we needed. A short ways in, there was a spider spawner just waiting for us, which I was very excited to see. Being so close to home, it was the perfect spot for our first XP farm. Once, you know, we at least had some armor. This is going to come in handy later. Oh, is that a double chest? Oh, and we got a name tag. We can name our cat finally as soon as we get a good name. I'm very happy about that name tag. And with our future XP farm secured, we still needed a bit more iron to make our armor, so back in we go. Hi, friend. I don't even have armor yet. Oh, hello, friend. We'll get to you in a second. After almost dying to that creeper, I decided to be smart for once. I set up camp at the spawner and started to smelt some iron. I still needed more, so back in I went, this time paying a little more attention to my surroundings. With iron in hand, it was time to get a little less squishy. Iron armor? Check. Iron tools? Check. False sense of security? Check. Now we still need deep slate for the builds I have planned, which means heading in deeper. So let's go ahead and find our zombie friend down there and see what else this cave has to offer. With our gear sorted, it was time to head deeper in and find that deep slate. I descended down into the unknown, lighting up the caves as I went. And after only a few steps, we actually found our first diamonds. Diamond! I will take it. 2. Okay. Oh, I am so excited. Every time I find diamonds in a cave like this, it's like 2. Uh-oh. I got them fair and square. You leave me alone. Thank you. And after securing our diamonds, we actually found something even better right around the corner. Do we get a carrot? Yes, we got a carrot. We can get a carrot field going. I then spotted what looked like a massive cavern with lava lakes below. Probably not the safest place to be so early in a hardcore run, but this iron armor was giving me a dangerous amount of confidence. And the promise of diamonds and easy obsidian was just too good to ignore. In a shocking display of forward thinking, I actually brought wood down with me, so I can craft our first diamond pickaxe right here and grab the obsidian we need for the nether portal and enchanting table. After all this, I still didn't have the deep slate we needed though, so I opted to strip mine a bit to get what we needed before attempting to leave. Mob after mob just kept coming, like they all waited until I was leaving to ambush me. I was losing health so fast that I knew how to retreat. Without thinking, I jumped down the way I came, completely forgetting about fall damage. And after landing, I had less than 2 hearts. I seriously thought the run was going to end right here. But I caught my breath, ate some food, and started taking them out one by one. And that's when I realized hardcore is no joke. I barely made it out. But with our deep slate collected, some diamonds in hand, and enough near-death experiences for one day, it was finally time to head back. A fairly successful run. We did get 12 diamonds, 15 actually, because we did make our diamond pickaxe, and we've got enough obsidian to go ahead and make a enchanting table and a nether portal as well. Although, not gonna lie, I'm probably not going in there anytime soon. We do have a good chunk of our building materials ready to go. However, we do still need a lot of spruce wood. What a weird angle. We do know that there is a spruce forest off that way. We are going to unload our inventory and get to chopping some trees down. Before heading out, I took some time to do a little housekeeping. I wanted to get the carrot field going as soon as possible, so I used all the bone meal I had to get a decent sized plot up and running before harvesting and expanding our wheat field. I also went ahead and rounded up some stray cows I found by the cave entrance and then gave them some of the excess wheat from our field. And with the chores done, it was finally time to venture out in the valley. I headed through the village towards where I thought I saw some spruce on our first day here. Shortly after leaving the village, I was pretty much lost. So I climbed a nearby mountain to see if I could spot any spruce, since I was certain I'd seen some earlier. Turns out we still had a way to go for spruce, but hey, at least the view was worth the detour. Before heading back down, I spotted a ruined portal and collected a few flowers that would come in handy later. At the base of the mountain, I spent the rest of the day and part of the next chopping down oak and birch since our stock was pitiful. I then collected some peonies and lilies of the valley, two of my favorite flowers, before finally reaching a spruce forest and gathering what we needed. On the way back, I got lost, but we found another village, so I'm just gonna call that a tactical detour? Yeah, that works. I raided their hay bales and found some satchels, which I was very excited for. It's gonna save us so much space. Now we can get even more. I also grabbed some cauldrons because why not? And then I found a cave entrance right in the middle of the town where I'm pretty sure they were keeping this guy they just didn't like. You know, I think we will just find somewhere else to stay the night. Thank you very much. And before finding our way back, I discovered a dark oak forest right by our house, which I'm very excited about. So I took some time to grab some wood and saplings before finally making it back home. Oh, we made it back, finally. Hi, did you miss me? I missed you. All right, let's unload what we've got. Of course, now that I'm back and checking our construction chest, I've realized we're missing one very important thing: cobblestone. So I found a good place to start a strip mine, gathering up cobblestone and smelting it as I went. I then took a moment to breed our very cramped cows and collect sugarcane before diving back into the mines. Heading to the spawner we found earlier, I stripped it of all the mossy cobblestone I could see. And with that, it was back to the surface to plant some more trees since I knew we would need more wood for the build. And after collecting all the stone from the furnace, we finally have all the materials we need to get this build going. Okay, we've got everything we need to build except a nice place to build. I know I want the house right here. I do like the little river that'll go through the back of the house, and I think that eventually will be the barn. So we are going to spend some time in Terraform and clean this up a bit. After a few days of placing and harvesting dirt and being pretty new to terraforming in general, I think it turned out pretty well. We've now got some more interesting landscape and a solid foundation to start building on. All right, and terraforming is officially done. We can finally start building our starter base. Before, as good as the scenery was, there was just not a lot of room to build. We have now since fixed that. Look at all this space that we are going to have to build our starter house. Night is coming, so we're going to go to bed and start our build first thing in the morning. I am so excited. I started by placing down some dirt blocks to try to visualize a layout. This was mostly an unplanned build aside from the materials. Once I settled on the design, I raised some dark oak columns for contrast and mixed spruce in with some stone, cobblestone, and andesite to break things up a bit. However, before we could get much further in the build, the local neighborhood welcome party decided to show up. I was building, so I'm not prepared for this. I need to sneak out and get some food. Oh, okay. Go ahead, do it. Okay. And go to bed, go to bed, go to bed. Just a mild panic mid-build, no big deal. Let's go get these invaders off our land. Where did you go? Have you seen them? Do you know where they went? No? Okay, well, I guess my impressive building skills scared them off, so let's go ahead and continue the build. Also, you know, you could have warned me. For the second story, I mixed spruce and dark oak, extending it with one block overhang just to add a little extra character. Then I went ahead and started laying down the dark oak slab that would be the second story floor before getting interrupted yet again. This time we had to protect the cows. The weirdest game of monkey in the middle I've ever played. And with the villagers kicked off our land once again, I went ahead and finished up the roof and a couple of other details to get the structure up and going. And there it is. Our first real build in this hardcore world is complete. A cozy starter house with plenty of room to grow. I could not be more excited. This is where our journey truly begins. One day, this place is going to be filled with villages, farms, and builds we can't even imagine yet. But it all starts right here with this house. Our first major goal is complete. Let's talk about what's coming next. Next episode, we're taking things to the next level. We're getting diamond armor, setting up an XP farm, enchanting our gear, and starting our first proper farming village. I want a villager breeder, automated crop farms, and a barn for our very cramped livestock. We've got the foundation now. Time to really start expanding. I've got big plans for this island. Every build, every structure, it's all going to serve a purpose and tell a story. And this was just the start. This is a brand new channel and series. And if you made it this far, thank you. Seriously. If you enjoyed it and want to follow along as we build not just this world, but this community, please leave a like and subscribe. I've got so much planned and I'd love to have you along for the ride. Thanks for being here from the start. Episode 1 is complete. Let's see how long we can keep this run going. Thanks for being on this journey with me, and I'll see you next time.